I guess I'll share a little bit about my personal story with Tribe 9, so people know why I'm so interested in it and stuff and things, but I feel like a lot of people already kind of know this about me. So, for anyone unaware, I have been a big fan of like Kodaka's works for a while, starting obviously with the Danganronpa franchise. I feel like that's where most people kind of know Kodaka from. And yeah, that was basically I was basically overly hyped about that, made like a super long presentation about the franchise even at some point. That's how interested I was and still am. And yeah, when I found out that there was another project Kodaka was working on, I was interested. I saw like the first few snippets and it was like, yeah, some kind of baseball action game looks interesting. I guess I'll see where this goes. And then for a long time there wasn't any real updates about it until the anime dropped. So I watched that, a little bit hesitant because I'm not too much of a sports anime kind of guy, but it hooked me. Between the familiar art style, the just good characters and jokes, there was just everything about it that I liked. So I definitely immediately got really into it at that point. It's been a while since then without anything happening, until eventually the closed beta testing took place. And when I found out about that, I was all over that. Because again, big fanboy. Being able to participate in the closed beta testing was amazing for me. Like, when I got accepted, I was super happy. Because as a longtime fan, one of the best things I could ask for is being able to test one of the upcoming games before it's, you know, available publicly. And yeah, I didn't actually manage to complete everything the closed beta had in store, which was a little bit sad. And I mean, there was only a week for it. And then even more time passed. And then the public demo came around. And the public demo was when I really got some more people into Tribe 9. One of which is here with me right now. And
Yes.
I did manage to complete the entire story that was available in the public demo. I did immediately think that there were some things that I didn't like as much as the closed beta. Mainly the beginning story felt a bit more rushed. But that's mostly because, you know, people wanted to get to the gacha quicker, so they changed it so you can get to the gacha quicker. Fair enough. Yeah, so that's that. Also, the demo was a lot harder than the closed beta. Like, the first fight already. But that's another topic. So that's basically how that happened. And at that point, again, things went a little bit more quiet, keeping up with news. Actually, thanks to Neon, I was able to keep up with it, because Neon was always way faster about seeing anything Tribe 9 related than I was at that point. And eventually found out about the XB Vanguard program and told me about it. And yeah, you can probably imagine that I signed up to that pretty quickly. And with both of us being accepted, I know at the very least I am super happy, and I'm very much looking forward to finding out more about Tribe 9 in this upcoming broadcast. So that's basically my story with Tribe 9 and how I got into that. I mean, Neon, we kind of already know that I kind of got you down this rabbit hole, but you got anything else you want to say about how your connection to Tribe 9 came to be?
Well, the go of you said before, you got me to actually know that Trap 9 actually exists. Like, basically all of the other works.
Fair enough.
If it wasn't for you, I didn't even knew about Master Detective and the two upcoming, with one of them being Trap 9.
Mm-hmm, yes.
I wouldn't have gotten it without you. And that was pretty much when you wrote about that you got accepted to the closed beta testing. That's when I first saw anything that was Trap 9 related. And then after a while, the deadly demo came, and then I actually gave it my my actual shot, and I fell in love with the gameplay, since it was similar to another gacha game, but having the own spin on it.
Hmm.
But it was something that I liked about that other gacha game much more about all the other gacha games that I play. So that was already a plus. And then the content itself with the difficulty was also a nice challenge, since it was kind of easy for the previous gacha game.
Hmm. Yeah, so
Uh,
you can say that the challenge that was introduced in the demo was kind of a big selling point for you then.
Yeah, and then after that I got introduced to all the characters of the Trash Tribe, and then one of them particularly struck my interest the most.
Hmm.
And then I spent like most of the night for one day where I couldn't really sleep pretty much, always restarting the demo just to get that character. Since it was a standard 5-star in Super Tough.
Hmm. So there was always the option to get the character.
So yeah, the term being, I did account resetting a bunch.
But it was
But
worth it in the end.
Yeah, in the end, it was totally worth it, because I ended up being able to test all of the characters, except for 2 characters where I did not had enough time to actually build them.
Damn. Well, you'll have plenty of time to test all the characters when the full release comes out.
But my main focus on the Deadly Demo was to get the feeling of all the different characters, and then know what teams I can basically do most of the content without having to level up so much, because I know how to play them, and I can play them really effectively without getting too much damage.
Of course, in some fights it is pretty hard to avoid taking any damage. Certain boss fights, particularly.
Especially at the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that
With the final one, it was quite the challenge.
yeah, that
That-
bonus boss they had, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I was able to do it with a team that wasn't really that well put together, but just the strongest characters that I could use. One of them being one that has a little bonus for when you sign up release.
Mm-hmm. I guess we might as well begin talking about that then, shall we?
Yes.
So, for anyone who's unaware, if you would direct your eyes to the, I don't know if you also plan to show the graphic, but to anyone on my end, if you would direct your eyes up there, that is one of the pre-registration rewards you can get in Tribe 9. Specifically, a character skin for Koichi.